Hey friends, it's Tawana here. How are you? Tawana B. Smith from Tawana B. Smith live page. So I want to talk to you about this thing, apathy. Okay, I wanted to share just a snippet of this quote that I read in my devotionals. And what it says about overcoming apathy. Apathy almost always stems from the fear that says, if I try one more time, I might fail, so I won't try. Basically, apathy isn't much more than a guess at the future. And, they go on to say a little bit more, but I would change that up a little bit. I would add to it and say that, apathy is actually, not only is it not much more than a guess at the future, what you think is going to happen at the future. You say to yourself, I'm not going to do this again because I'm going to fail again. It's the wrong guess. You are guessing that things won't change. You're guessing that the situation that you're in is going to last forever. And I want to tell you, as someone who has been through storms in their life, whether it's dealing with a child that's has autism, and that's something that goes on, it's still going on, but a child who also, had leukemia and overcame leukemia, a journey that lasted 4+ years where you feel like, oh my goodness, this is never going to end. Let me just tell you that it does end. And we're going through another journey. And even through that journey where, we might be going through cancer again or something else, I always remind myself that it is but just a moment. And that's what I want you to remember, that whatever you're going through right now, it's but a moment. Whatever funk you're in, it's just a moment. It could be something dealing with your health. It could be something dealing with the health of a person that you are caregiving for. It could be a death. All of those things, if you're in that moment and recognize that moment and deal with it, but remember that it is just a moment. You could be going through a business funk where you're not getting as many customers as you want. You're not, generating as much sales and as much money as you want, but you can't sit still. You can't just give up. You have to know that it is going to change. You might have to get obsessive about it. You might have to put your foot down and focus just on that thing in order to change the situation, but it will change. It's just a moment. We forget, like as humans, the things that we go through are just a blip in time. And every situation, no matter how bad it is, it's just a moment. I wrote these notes down because I originally thought that I was going to go back home and do my live video in my little studio the way I normally do. But I know that when I go home, things are going to be the same. I'm going to have disruptions. I'm going to have someone tugging at me, someone pulling at me. And as a mother, as a caregiver, I am going to choose them first. And then I might be too tired to get on and talk to you. And so in order for me not to hit that same wall again or to have that same experience, I've got to try something different. And so my different was, okay, I'm not going to go home to do the video that I want to do. I'm actually going to go to a quiet place, well, relatively quiet. Well, actually not quiet at all, but a place where no one needs me. I just need me. And I am going to flesh out my thoughts. I'm going to get that thing done. But you have to look at your situation and say, how can I do things differently so that I am not in that apathetic state anymore, right? Because it does change. You might have to tweak it. You might have to do things, in a way that you never considered doing it before. And I want you to know that it passes, right? You've heard the phrase, but just a moment. It is true. It's just a really small blip in time. This too shall pass is one of the other phrases. So again, take it from me, it will pass. So I want to give you 3 tips to help you get over that funk and overcome apathy. And the first tip is you've got to fight it. You have to fight it tooth and nail. I fight tooth and nail every single day. My coach will tell you that I won't sit there and make excuses about the circumstances. I will strategize to say, okay, how do I do this a different way? All right, let me get this thing done in a different way. If it's not working out this way, what are all of the different options, right? It's about strategizing how you get out of things. So you have to sit still, take a moment, and figure out the strategy that's going to allow you to achieve the goal that you want to achieve. Changing the process is not a sign of failure. That's what I did. I changed the process. Does that mean I failed? No, you've got to change it to shake things up, to try something different, to see what's going to work. Again, changing a process is a part of strategy. Girl, that is a part of strategy. We're just using different nuances, right? We're using different words, but it is strategy, right? It's checking out different processes and seeing which one is going to work. Okay? And remember that you do have another day. If you have another day, that means that you've got to fight. Okay? You have to fight. Number 2, talk it out with someone. It could be your friend. It could be a coach. It could be an accountability partner. It doesn't have to, you don't have to pay for it, but if you are trying to get someplace faster, if you're trying to do a bigger thing, then you might want to talk to a strategist. You might want to talk to a coach or a consultant to help you get over it. It just depends on how deep you are in the weeds of that apathetic state, or how deep you are stuck in whatever you're stuck in, and you want to achieve the thing that you want to achieve. I mean, I'll tell you that if you stay stuck in apathy, it could lead to depression. So that's why you want to shake it up. You want to try something different. You want to motivate yourself mentally, dig into yourself to find that motivation, and you want to try something new, and you want to talk to someone about it, because sometimes we cannot see the picture that other people are seeing, right? Other people see us in a different way, or they have ideas that we never thought about. So reach out to someone and not keep it all in your head, whatever you're being apathetic about. I'm not saying it's just about business. It could be about a life decision. It could be about whatever. But you need to flesh that out and talk about it. And here's number 3. The most important way is that you need to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself mentally and emotionally, because if you are mentally and emotionally depleted, it is really difficult for you to work on your mindset. Do you understand that? If you're depleted mentally and emotionally, which could be a result of physically depleted, maybe you're not caring for yourself physically as well. Remember, they're all connected: mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. If you're not delving into each one of those parts, it's hard for the mind to have clarity, and it's hard for the mind to click and switch and learn how to be strategic. Exactly. It is almost impossible. So you've got to kind of rewind a little bit to say, all right, why am I in this funk? Why am I apathetic? Why don't I want to do anything? Why am I so pessimistic about achieving, or the future changing for me? All right, let me go back and see, what is my mental state? What's my emotional state? Right? Those things are all interconnected. So again, just to rewind, those 3 things of how you get over the funk and how you get over apathy. 1, fight that apathy tooth and nail. You have another day. Tell yourself, I'm going to fight this today. I am going to fight this today, and I'm going to change. I'll give you a trick. As hard as things may seem, and I go through this, I do this mental work every single day, I will think about someone in my same position, because the things that you're going through and the thing that I'm going through, we're not the only person going through it, right? Understand that. There is a carbon copy of me going through similar situations, whether it's dealing with a child with autism, whether it's dealing with a spouse with cancer or a child with cancer who does not have all of the blessings that I have. They don't have internet service. They don't have a car. They live in a war zone. I try to think about those things, right? And I say to myself, you know what? Let's have a gratitude moment. Let's talk about the things that we should be grateful for and that I am blessed to have, that allows me to still wake up and breathe and be happy and smile and deal with all of the challenges that I'm going through. So that might help you with number 1, to help fight apathy. Number 2, this is just a review, is talk it out with someone, with a good friend, with a coach, with a consultant, with a accountability partner. You've got to get that out, and you've got to talk it out with someone. Don't keep it bottled up, or you're going to combust. And number 3, make sure that you take care of your emotional and mental self-care. That is so important, guys. I'm not using the term self-care just as, oh, self-care, go get a massage, go get a spa. Okay, your self-care is this: your mind, your emotions, the things inside. It is the physical and the spiritual as well. But if your mind isn't right, you're not going to be able to get out of that funk, and you're not going to be able to fight apathy. So make sure you're taking care of that mental state and getting your mind right. Friends, I'm so happy and blessed that I get a chance to come and speak to you. And I love that you listen to me and you comment and you share this out. And, just help me be a blessing to other people. No matter where they are, no matter where you are, no matter when you are watching this, you can get out of your funk. You can fight apathy. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this, and have a wonderful, wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, and I will see you next time.